This is a TFK Joggster twist, and this video also applies to the TFK Joggster 3. One common problem that can occur with this stroller is that this part of the joint will break, and in that case you need to replace at least the top part of the joint, if not the whole joint itself. It depends on where you buy it, how those parts are sold. But this is just a matter of removing screws. So if you're just going to remove the top part of the joint, you're going to remove this screw and this screw. Otherwise, you're going to remove this screw and this screw if you're removing the whole joint. I'm going to show just removal of the top part, but otherwise, you just remove this screw. This is an older model, and it has a screw on one side and a nut on the other, but the newer models have a two-part screw that has a six-sided hexagonal screw bit that you need to use on either end in order to remove the screw. So in this case, though, you're going to need a screwdriver and a pair of pliers, and you can work the nut off a little bit first. As I find it's usually a bit tight and it can strip the screw, but once you loosen it a bit, then it's easier to remove with a screw gun. There's usually a washer under the nuts, and now you can pull this screw out. Now this top part of the chassis is essentially loosened from the lower part of the chassis. If we now remove the second screw, as such, let's loosen it up a bit. And you can remove the top screw, and I'll clip off this strip here. Remember to replace it afterwards. The strips here hold the brake wire such that it doesn't come into the mechanism itself when you're folding up and folding down your stroller. We have another video on that. Now you can pull this out and you can replace this part. Yeah? To reassemble it, you simply reverse the process. All of these screws are the same length, so if you happen to use one screw instead of another, it doesn't really matter. Washers. And then we're going to put the nuts on. I find that this nut is a bit fiddly since it is so close to that clip. So again, if you were going to replace the entire joint, you would instead do this screw and this screw. That's how you fix that problem. We hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, we ask that you subscribe, as it helps us to continue making videos in the future. Thank you.